Hello there, I'm Moldy, and today we're going one step further. You didn't seem to be as impressed with my redesigning of the Lego minifigure leg. So today I've taken it one step further, and I've got to say, I'm really happy with the result. And the reason I am creating these new connections for minifigures is because the original connections are very small, very tight. They're so accurate, where Lego have honed these in over so many decades of making these custom minifigures. I really just want to flick this like a ruler and watch them go flying. I'll try to resist for the next 10 minutes. It's just not very reliable when you're 3D printing these on a smaller scale as I am, and not doing what Lego do, which is injection molding. Now we can get into the differences between the two one day, but all of these also match up to an official Lego color. Let's slide that out the way, with one exception being the green minifigure. I'm sure some element, probably some plant element, is this green color, but the typical green is either it's a much duller shade in general. But the big difference we covered in the last video in the legs was that they're held on with a bar element, which you can see just at the back leg here. We've got a bar element that goes into the leg, and that allows other things, not just legs, to be connected, but also droid legs with any sort of clip accessory, which is compatible with an official Lego element. You can probably see the logos. I don't know why I chose a black clip to show this, but hopefully you can somewhat see the logos on this piece I've got here. By the time the last video went out, I was already working on the next improvement here, which still looks like a Lego minifigure. And we've got to remember, the aim here isn't to make our own action figure, because if I wanted to do that, I'd probably work on a much bigger scale, but it's to improve the Lego minifigure outline, the same shape as we know and love, and make it easier to 3D print at home. Because I don't want to get into any legal trouble, I'm not sure I will be selling these parts anytime soon in the near or far future. But maybe one day I can also make my own custom minifigures to give to use for special events, or even just a giveaway from time to time. So you're probably wondering what the next joint is, and it's not the neck. We will not be modifying the neck, because I still want to make the neck compatible to the usual Lego elements. The same goes for the hip. The hip is still compatible to the regular Lego minifigure elements. The next part we will be turning into a bar connection is actually the arms, and it's already begun. By the time this video goes out, you would have seen my video on my custom Skeleton Crew minifigures, and they were all using this arm bar technique. It doesn't work too dissimilar to the actual Lego connection, as the arm goes in, it's held, there is no extra force actually needed to connect the arm because of the torsos at that slight angle. It also gives it enough pressure from, I really don't know what, to hold some heavy elements. For example, this Lego brick here, which is actually a really impressive feat for a minifigure so small. Perhaps I can recruit some to help me build my next mock. But another improvement compared to the minifigure connection before is that the connection is just so much smoother. When you are 3D printing, the tightest of tolerances can really make or break a minifigure. And I've quite a few times had to reprint pieces like the arms to get them to fit perfectly, or sand them and trim them down at the joint just to get them to fit initially in. Now, the official Lego legs use this micro bar, as we called it last time, and have a little triangle sticking out just to connect the legs and make sure they don't pop out. And I could add that to both of these if strength ever becomes an issue. But that would be modifying the actual bar side, whereas because these minifigures have bar connections, you can connect any part to this as long as it's 3.2 millimeters thick. Saying the possibilities are endless is really underselling this minifigure, because I have drawers and drawers of parts that have that same bar connection, or even the same clip connection, that can be used to connect these. The next big update, I think, would be something like a 1 brick wide bar, so we can connect droid arms to this minifigure, or perhaps I can flip this connection and have the bar extrude in the torso. And we could also go even one step further. I've thought about changing the head connection. If we have a bar connection, we can add Grogu's head to the minifigure. If we swap that bar 90 degrees, we can connect heads like the B1 Battle Droid or General Grievous's updated head mold. But I really don't know why I would want to. There are minifigures like Yang who do use the actual head mold, and I think it's probably going to be the common head going forward. Lego really do like their minifigure, and it makes sense why they went with Hyang for an actual minifigure rather than making them more droid. And they definitely have the parts to make Grievous an actual minifigure, though because he is based on the B1s and B2s and similar droids from the similar times, that might look a bit weird. Scrap that, forget I said anything. I'm looking forward to using these bar elements for my next upcoming customs, and like I said, you've already seen the Skeleton Crew ones, which was posted a couple days ago, so I'll leave that on screen now. Feel free to go check that out. Thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. I'm going to wrap it up here. Let me know what minifigures you are excited for next, and stay tuned for more custom Lego creations. May the bricks be with you always.